Hello, chicos. It's absolutely pouring today outside, so we got inspired to talk to you about uh, phrases to express the weather and the weather conditions, so the climate. So we're gonna divide three categories of phrases. So you can see behind me that we are gonna be working with estar, and then the second verb is gonna be hace, and the last one is I, and I think you are familiarized with them already. Uh, Obviously, the weather conditions that they're gonna be given with the star, just because it's happening right now. It will allow you to talk about the condition right now at the moment that you speak. So forget about ser. It's all about star because it's gonna be continue changing. Um, that's the weather, so you can never tell. So it's gonna be changing during the 24 hour that you are speaking. Then we move on to the hace. So I imagine you remember hace, so from hacer. It has two meanings. It means to do and to make. So we only have one, and against two that you have in English. So it's the same always for us, and it's hace. So it makes kind of reference to the atmosphere of the day, whatever you want to see it, because that's the one that's performing the action. So the day is making cold or making heat, and we're gonna see that right now. And finally, we have the verb I. So remember the H is silent. So we're gonna be just pronouncing from the A. So I. Y becomes kind of a semi-consonant or semi-vowel, meaning that it's gonna have the sound of a normal I, E. So we're gonna pronounce I. Pretty close to your pronunciation of I in English. So you do better than me. So just remember how you pronounce I. It causes a little bit of confusion because this tiny verb is so small, just 3 letters long, and it conveys so much. It talks about the existence of things around you, the existence and sometimes the location of things that you don't know that exist. And we're gonna keep talking about this one over and over again because in the end we work with concepts a little bit abstract that they not represent quite well in English, but it's just a matter of practice, and then you can get to use these phrases comfortably without the need of translating, because remember that that's the worst thing that you can do. The one makes sense, so just embrace it and just play along and just trust us that this is the way we say it. Let's start then with the weather. As I said before, we're gonna focus on star because star gives you conditions and location of things and people and absolutely everything. Um, we're gonna combine star with the word soleado, sunny, nublado, cloudy, lloviendo, raining, granizando, hailing, nevando, snowing, and haciendo viento, making wind, literally. Okay, so let's go over them and what do we do this way? A start would allow you to talk about the things in its process that is happening right now. That's what it helps you to talk about what's the weather like right now outside. And soleado means sunny and cloudy. So we're gonna have to put it together. Está soleado, está nublado, está lloviendo, está granizando. Um, a really good hint is that if you hear or you read the ending yendo, like in here, for example, lloviendo, or granizando, the ending ando, that is an indication, and you will know that the action is in process. It's happening at the same time that we are speaking. So that's what we call the a present progressive. But that don't stress about that right now. It's just happening right now. Granizando, I don't know how often you're gonna use granizando, but I promise you, like in the northern hemisphere, I mean America, we have this beautiful and huge hail that happens sometimes, like all throughout the year. Sometimes could be in winter, sometimes can be in summer. It is really crazy, but it is absolutely beautiful and gorgeous. Hopefully you get to see it or you already saw it. Haciendo viento, that one over there, the last one. It does exist a word for windy, but we rarely use it. You might hear it with some people, but personally, I haven't encountered many people that use it. So feel free to use ventoso. That's the word. Yeah. But really, it's not that common. So we much prefer to go with it is making wind. So the word viento is it means wind. And ventoso, that's your other option. So you're not gonna be you're gonna use it also with está. So está ventoso. Beautiful. Okay, so remember that's when it's happening. You can see it through the window, and it's happening at the moment that you talk to me or you're talking to someone. Okay, moving on. The one that I put in the middle, the verb hace, remember it means to make or to do, both. In English, you separate them. We have two options. We don't. It is the same verb hacer, so to make or to do. The most common phrases that we make with hacer, it's hace calor. That literally translates it's making heat. I know, a little bit weird. And hace frío, it makes cold. So that translation will be it's hot or it's cold. So we usually you use these two phrases for like a daily conversation, so it can help you as well from the weather and the climate. And here we go, another one again with wind. So we can say hace viento, it makes wind. You can use these three, as I said before, whether to describe the weather or the climate of a place. But now, the last one that I wanted to show you is with the verb I. So with I, remember that it means there is and there are. So both. It will never change. It is an impersonal form, and it stays the same all the time. Okay? Especially when making phrases this way, like for the climate. So when describing what will be the conditions you usually find at a certain time of a year in countries and cities, this is the one to use. So hay sol, hay nubes, hay lluvias, hay nieve. Can you recognize them from here? So we can see, you can recognize them, you can see the link. So with this one is the actual word for sun. Nubes significa clouds. Lluvia significa rains. And nieve significa snow. By the way, nieve is also ice cream. It's the one that we eat, beautiful desserts with cream. So it's the same word for ice cream and for snow. So we eat it as well. That one is made with milk. Sorry, I'm digressing. But it's good to know that if you want to have some ice cream, that will be the word you have to use. Quiero nieve. Quiero nieve de chocolate. Muy bien. Perfecto. So hopefully you're able to start using these phrases. So look at the window and see what's the weather like today. Now, questions to ask someone, or someone will ask you. ¿Qué tiempo hace hoy? So a good thing to notice here is the word tiempo. Tiempo, we don't use it to make reference when we talk about what time is it. So that's the word tiempo will be more used. It is used for the concept of time, of course, but also for the weather. So I can ask someone what's the weather like on the day with this one. ¿Qué tiempo hace? Or basically you just go with the verb estar, like asking about anyone. You're gonna be asking for the day, like how the day is feeling. So, ¿cómo está el día? And then people will give you any of these phrases here, or the ones that we had hace frío, hace calor, and then with more detail with these ones. But if you're describing your country to someone that hasn't been to, or is about to travel there, then we're gonna use this one, so you can tell them, well, in winter you can expect these conditions, so that's the one. Thank you so much, and hopefully we can describe the weather. You can describe the weather right now. As I said before, look at the window. What's the weather like today? ¿Cómo está el clima hoy?